Hello, my old school soul food family. Chef Jeffrey back with another video. Okay, I'm still continuing my Thanksgiving preparation and dishes and tips and entrees and everything. So today I'm doing something that's very, very important. This might seem like a little simple recipe, but this what I'm doing will take your roasted turkey over the top. I've been doing this for 20 years, my turkey, and it'll make the most juiciest, flavorful turkey you ever have tasted. You will be emailing me. I say this about a lot of recipes. This one is very, very true. You'll be emailing me, sending me messages about this particular recipe for your turkey. You can also use this with Cornish hens, regular chicken. You can even use it for pork. This recipe will just take your food over the top. It's a citrus brine. Very simple recipe, very easy. But it's very important. If you roasting a turkey, you ever seen people have dry turkey, or the turkey is not cooked properly, just don't have a good taste? It's because they didn't brine the turkey. I don't believe in cooking turkey in bags and injecting it with all these injections. If you do my turkey method in the next few episodes, your turkey will be absolutely awesome. So let me get started with the recipe. Very simple. All it is, every brine has two elements to it: a citrus, acidity, some kind of acidity, and some kind of salt. Those two ingredients always in a brine. So my acidity gonna be, of course, oranges. And I like the way they taste and the way the flavor works together. Okay, I'm gonna use some fresh herb. Y'all know I love my fresh herb. I got some thyme, rosemary, a little sage. That's just because of this Thanksgiving. I wouldn't put this in here for pork loin, but for Thanksgiving turkey, the herbs work so much well together. I've got some peppercorns, whole peppercorn, not black pepper, not the ground pepper, but peppercorns. I got some bay leaves, and then kosher salt. I always use kosher salt. And that might look like a lot of salt, but it's not. All that's gonna penetrate your bird. Now all I'm gonna do is fill this up with water, and we're gonna bring this up to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, we cut it off. It's ready. Nothing else to do. We're gonna let it, once it comes up to a boil, you just let it sit in the back of your stove. Of course, your house is gonna be smelling so much, so awesome with that orange and the herbs flavor. The reason you bring it to the boil, you wanna let the flavors penetrate and let the oranges release its acidity. Let the salt disintegrate, melt, and that's it. So we're gonna bring it to a boil. I'll come back when it starts boiling. We'll cut it off and let it cool. You can do this days, weeks in advance, y'all. Weeks and weeks in advance. Hold on, got a house phone here. Who calling me? Okay, back to what I was doing. I like getting phone calls in the middle of videos. But anyway, like I was saying, you can do this days and days and weeks in advance, and hold it in the refrigerator. So I'm gonna show you the process after I let it boil and let it cool. I'm gonna go ahead and put my turkey in there and brine. Go and start brining my turkey and let it sit 24 hours, and then I'll show you how to cook the turkey in another video. So anyway, we're gonna let this boil. I'll be back in takes about 30-45 minutes for it to really boil, and after that we'll close out the video. I'll show y'all how to brine the turkey, and that's it. So we'll be right back in about a half an hour. Alright, y'all, we are back here. Okay, the brine here is boiled, and all I'm gonna do now is just cut it off. I'm gonna just cut it off. Just all boiled, all the herbs all broke up in there. The oranges all released their acidity. So all I'm gonna do now is cut it off there and let it cool. Just let it cool right there. You can let it cool off and put it in the fridge after it cool off completely. Don't put it in the fridge while it's hot. Just, you know, let it cool off and put it in the fridge. But what I'm going to do with this, and I'm going to let it cool, and I'm going to come back later on, and I'm going to brine my turkey. I'm going to show you how I brine my turkey, so y'all will know that too. So anyway, we'll be back in about, it's going to take about 5 or 6 hours, let this cool completely. Room release where it doesn't, you don't, of course you don't want to put the brine on there while it's hot, or it'll cook the turkey. It won't cook it completely, but it'll ruin the turkey. So anyway, we'll be back in about 5 hours, and I'll show you how to brine the turkey. We'll be right back. All right, y'all, we are back. Now I'm gonna brine my turkey now. You know I have the brine. I made the brine. This is right here. I got my turkey here. And I got the brine. See the brine? That's cool off here. And I simmer it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna brine my turkey. When I brine my turkey, I usually use always keep a couple of big buckets here that I've been had over the years, and this sits right in the bottom of my refrigerator. And what I do, of course, when you take your turkey, I make sure I wash it off really good. Of course, that's common sense. You take this out of the turkey. I don't know how many people I have heard cook the turkey with the bag of the giblets and all that in it, and the turkey neck is still inside the turkey. So all I'm gonna do, I take the turkey. Actually, I like to take the wings back like this. Y'all can see this. Take the wings back like that. I put the breast side down. That's very important. Put the breast side down. Let me move this over y'all can see. Down so y'all can see what I'm doing. I got the breast side down in my bucket. If you got a pan in the, if you're using a pan or something like that, not using a bucket, make sure the brine is really inserted inside the breast. And all I'm gonna do is pour the brine over top of it. That's it. That's all I'm gonna do. Pour everything on top, just like that. And submerge it down. Let me rinse a little of this stuff out of here. I like to get all my herbs and stuff out of here. Pour that in there. And that's it. See, my turkey is totally submerged in the brine. See that? Totally submerged in there. And all I do, take my top, put on there, and I'm gonna put it in the bottom of my refrigerator for 24 hours. You can do it more, but I always do mine 24 hours. I let it sit in the brine for 24 hours. And roast it off. In another video, I'm gonna show y'all how I actually roast my turkey, prep it, get it all prepped up and ready to roast, and have the best roast turkey. But like I was telling y'all, this is very important step of having a very good, delicious, juicy, flavorful turkey is the brine. The brine is very simple, y'all, as I showed y'all. Very simple, very easy, and it will definitely make a difference in your turkey. When you cut that breast, as you'll see in another video when I do it, when you cut the breast, you'll see how juicy that breast is, how tender it is, and moist it is. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give this video a thumbs up. Please share, please comment, please follow my other social media accounts, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch TV, Twitter, Pinterest, and oldschoolsoulfood.com. Until next time, have a blessed old school soul food day, and everybody have a happy Thanksgiving.